There. So I'm actually making this video specifically to step away from some of the uh, ongoing dialogues and things that have been arising, because I want to come back to my actual process in terms of just me and what I've been walking with myself and in my direct immediate living, like with my body and with how I'm moving myself. Specifically, in this video, I'm going to talk about a word that I've been doing a lot of work on. And that specific word is the word rush. So R-U-S-H. And in this word, this is based on years of working with words and working with the living word. And I want to share this word and do a quick example of how I'm living, embodying, working with this word. So right now in real time as I'm recording this and as I'm talking. So I'm here, I'm breathing, I'm even making an effort to come back into my heartbeat, which is something I've been working on regulating. So making that kind of note to not just breathe, but really come entirely back to my physicality and my presence here with my body. And the word rush. So what I found with the word rush and what I found with a lot of words is there tends to be an internal kind of manifestation of the word where when you think rush, you can think of that rush through your whole body, like the physical sensation going through your body, right? And that's something you can bring forward and be here and focus on, where instead of going into the mind when you think of the projections or the separation, the reactions, the programming. What I'm talking about is actually directly living, bringing forward as myself a word as a sensation, like being with my breath, my heartbeat, the rush, the blood going through your body, there's so much happening in the body, and you can be with that and you can stand as that and you can be directive and use a word as almost an anchor to specify yourself in that physical process. And so there can be like the sensation, like I'm getting, as I'm bringing forward in real time, the physical sensation that I'm directly creating of the rush through my body. And that can start subtle, it can start small, but it's an accumulative thing, and it ties into every word is connected. So working this one word can yield itself to any other number of words, and they're all built upon each other. Um, so that's kind of an internal reference point of living the word in the sensation of rush in your body, just like your breathing, just like the other motions that your body does in any given moment or throughout a day. Now, the second is, and now even as I'm saying this, I'm actually still here, still in that sensation, but I'm bringing myself a bit more into my word, where there might not be a very highly noticeable shift, but I'm bringing myself and my focus, my attention, my directive self to my word and to what does rush look like in presentation? What does it look like to rush? Where rushing, again, when you purify, when you do self-forgiveness, when you redefine a word, when I think of a river, when I think of a rushing river, I don't think of mania. I don't think of, oh, that river is going to run and trip on its own shoelaces. So rushing, I realized I might have had an association of negativity, like you don't want to rush, don't rush. But even as I'm bringing forward the word and trying to bring it into my speaking, I actually have it's actually a calming sensation. So I'm showing where in this one word, I can bring it in my physicality where you might not see that I'm doing that, or you might not notice it, it might not be evident, but I can bring it in through my word and through my action, and it might not appear like it doesn't seem like you're living the word rush, But that is what I'm focusing on. That's what I'm bringing forward in my expression. And this is what it really looks like when you're stopping the mind, and then what? You're creating yourself. You're forgiving, stop, breathe, and then what are we committing to? And I'm committing myself to live a word, to be here, to stand as my word. So right away, this is something I've been actually working on. I do not want to um, come on here to engage with anything else. I want to share an actually cool point that is relevant to anyone in their process, no matter where you are. We're all in the process. Again, that's a word. We can define it, purify it, come to an agreement on what that means. But right here in this video, this is for anyone to look at. Who are you as Rush? Who are you as, maybe in this moment near the end of the video, I'm noticing the bit of the emotion or feeling coming in where that's process. I'm having a moment where I'm very directive over the word and showing it in these different manifestations, but then it's okay that it starts to kind of shift into that energetic, into that feeling or emotion, because that's process. I step aside, I can then write that out. This is really what real time process looks like. And so I want to thank everyone um, for listening, and I really wanted to break away from some of the ongoing dialogue to show something that I think is really cool and actually is relevant for anyone, no matter where you're at. So thank you for having me.